Hello arrows and welcome back to the channel, and hi if you're new here, and welcome. So today we're going to be taking a look at your past, present, and future, and I will warn you, I already know it's going to be a bit of a long video, so grab a cup of coffee and we're going to get right into your reading. We're going to see what messages are meant to reach you from your past, present, and future. We're going to pull from multiple different oracle decks. We're going to pull from the Luna Lapin Tarot deck, and if you like to choose your piles based off of zodiac sign, oh, and there's our 3 piles. If you like to choose your piles based off of zodiac sign, we'll be assigning those here in a minute, and we're just gonna have some fun and see what messages come through for you. Okay, so let's see. For pile number 1, your card is Emotions, Alchemy, Processing, and Sensitivity, honoring the flow of all the emotions. So that will be the card for you, pile number 1, if you are drawn to pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have Energy, Power, Aura, and Depletion. Call your energy back to you. So that will be the card for pile number 2, if you feel most drawn to pile number 2. Excuse me. And for pile number 3, it says Liberation, Free Spirit, Wild, and Authentic. Just let me be. So that will be the card for you, pile number 3, if you feel most drawn to pile number 3. But if you like to choose your piles based off of zodiac sign, we're going to assign them now to each pile. So can I have some whoa, okay, so for pile number 1, we have Gemini, we have Libra, for pile number 1, last 2. These stayed in my hand, so I'm going to assume they're for pile number 2. So for pile number 1, though, we have Virgo. And the last zodiac for pile number 1 is Sagittarius. So if you're drawn to pile number 1, these are the zodiac signs for pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have Capricorn, we have Aquarius, let's see, last 2 zodiacs for pile number 2. Can I have the last 2 zodiacs for pile number 2, please? Last 2 zodiacs. This one wants to come out. We have Cancer. And this one wants to move out. So we have Scorpio for the last zodiac for pile number 2. And for pile number 3, last but not least, as I always say, we have Pisces. We have Aries. We have Leo. And we have Taurus for pile number 3. So whichever pile you feel most drawn to intuitively, you know best, okay? As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as it may not be meant for you. It may be meant for someone else in the reading, as these are general readings, and your timestamps will be down in the description box below. Whether or not you like to choose your piles based off of zodiac sign or intuition, sometimes I use my intuition and then other times I use my zodiac sign. Whatever you feel, okay? You know best, and I will see you guys in your readings. Bye, guys. Hi, pile number one, and welcome to your reading. So before I jump into it, I just wanted to give a quick rundown. I don't like to make my intros too long. I like to just get to the point, but I figure right here would be a perfect place to kind of give you the 411 on what my goal is with my channel. So for anyone that is new or is interested, I offer completely free personal tarot readings over on my Facebook page. All you have to do is search the Straight Arrow Tarot on Facebook, and I should pop up. Just like or follow my page, and I put out posts every so often for free one card pulls just for fun. I put out stuff about my personal life, what I'm doing with my children, what we're working on in our home. My nails are all messed up from painting, so I post my everyday life down in Facebook. And also down in Facebook, over on Facebook. And I also, if you're not aware, put out weekly voting polls for you guys, my subscribers, to help choose Friday's videos, okay? Every Monday I have a new video released that is holiday themed, and I wind up putting out a new post so that if you're interested in voting, you are more than welcome to go vote for Friday's video. So make sure you become a subscriber and join the Arrow family for free readings so you can be part of the choosing of the video process. And yeah, I just wanted to give that 411 really quick because I don't think a lot of people really realize I do give completely free tarot readings. I don't do donation based anything. And so yeah, let's get into your reading now. I wasted enough of your time giving you the 411. So if you're interested, all of my links will be down in the description box below. Okay, so jumping into your reading now, pile number one. If you chose this pile, you chose it based off your zodiac sign, and you're a Gemini, Libra, Virgo, or Sagittarius. Hi, and welcome to your reading. Or you chose it based off intuition, and you chose it using this card, Emotions, Alchemy, Processing, and Sensitivity. So right away, I find it intriguing that these eyes are kind of sparkling, and you have the half crescent moon here, okay? The eyes are sparkling and they're purple, so it's almost as if you're looking to kind of create something, and you're seeing the sparkles in your eyes, but all of the emotions, okay? So for some of you, I feel like your emotions may be kind of holding you back, and maybe that's the message meant to come through to you. So let's see. Okay, honoring the flow of all emotions, alchemy, processing, sensitivity. And you can quite literally see the moon going from a half crescent moon that's yellow into this like swirling, almost like it reminds me of like a third eye opening up, okay? And then it's almost like releasing all of this pain and hurt. So I almost wonder if some of you are going through like a spiritual journey or awakening. But let's see, okay? So for your reading, I am going to make 3 separate piles. How do I want to organize this? Okay, so for this reading, I usually keep the zodiac signs here, but for this reading, I actually want to move them off to the side. just because I want to have space for your reading. So we'll leave them right here. Okay, so what I thought would be a good idea is to pull an oracle card for any of these decks are listed down in the description box below if you are interested. So we are going to pull out a past, present, and future card from the Healing Energy Oracle deck, along with my healing inner child. Okay, so can I have some guidance for pile number 1 for past, present, and future messages for them? We have the past, present, and can I have guidance on the future? And we have future. Okay. Let's pull out Healing Energy Oracle for what kind of energy is going on with this, okay, with this message. I really love my Healing Oracle energy deck because it can kind of really give me a sense of what energy is being placed in these, okay? So let's see, for pile number 1, what messages are meant to reach them right now about their past, present, and future? Whoa! Okay, not all of them. Okay. Set these off to the side because they fell out for a reason, so we might need them for later on in your reading. So let's see, okay? I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, so let's see. Okay, for past, what messages do we have for pile number 1 with the past? Listen, your inner child has something to say. And you have, I am light. I always have hope. No matter the ordeal, I have faith in the better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God, and I am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all of my being. I pulled this card, I believe, in my one of my last few videos. So if you're interested, that's interesting because I just literally pulled this card in the last video. So you have the 5 of Pentacles. You have the 4 of Cups. You have the Ace of Wands. You have the 10 of Wands. You have the 10 of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups. You have the 3 of Wands. And this is the card I actually saw pop out first, which is the Star card. So that's intriguing. So let's see. Oh, and you have the King of Swords. Okay. So let's reflect. What messages from the past does pile number 1 need to hear? So from the past, it seems like you In the past, it seems as if you have almost listened to your inner child and their hurt over choosing to move your energy, okay? With listen here, it says your inner child has something to say, okay? And it says, I am light. I always have hope, no matter the ordeal. I have faith in the better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God, and I am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all of my being, okay? And with the Five of Pentacles here, with the Four of Cups, it's showing that you, in your past, you haven't been able to see this, okay? And I feel like I honestly think it's intriguing that we're doing a reading on past, present, and future. And you have the eyes that are like past, present, and future. And it seems as if with this first one, in the past, it seems as if you've almost looked at things like innocently and almost naively. And it's kind of hurt you in the process because you've been almost listening to your inner child and reflecting off of emotions with the Four of Cups. Cups are all in the emotions, okay? So this little rabbit here is not seeing the cup with wings. It's not seeing that other option. So in the past, you have not been able to really reflect and move your resources. And with the Ace of Wands here, it's showing me that you've learned to grab a hold of that energy, okay? Especially with the wing connection, okay? The wings are quite literally going from the cups, and then going to the rabbit. So it's almost as if in the past you have let your emotions kind of run you, okay? Even if it was like daydream kind of emotions, you were kind of, you've let your emotions run you, and you've kind of through time with the Five of Pentacles seen that, okay? As time has went, you've kind of seen maybe it's not so great to listen to your inner child all the time, especially with emotions, alchemy, processing, and sensitivity. Sometimes we can get stuck in our hurt inner child, especially if we have past pains, okay? So a lot of the times we can get stuck in those past hurts, and it can kind of be hard for us to move our energy with the Ten of Wands, okay? This Ten of Wands, the rabbit's got all of his wands. He's trying to carry all of this energy, which is what you've been doing in the past. It's kind of like you've been always just trying to grab a hold of that energy to kind of create the happiness with the Ten of Cups, okay? And with the Queen of Cups here, especially with this Queen of Cups and with the Three of Wands, it's showing me that you've sensed that it's not working in the past, okay? You've kind of sensed that this whole running with your emotions almost, with the Four of Cups, you've kind of learned that if you grab a hold of your energy with the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands, you can create this happily ever after. And with the Queen of Cups, it's showing you're saying, okay, I don't think me running my life based off of emotion is working. So you've kind of reflected and looked into that cup of emotion, and you've kind of done a lot of searching, okay? Especially with the Three of Wands, you're looking for those emotions, and the wands are all in the energy. So the Three of Wands is about moving your energy. You can kind of see the rabbit is staring at the ship in the background, and he's kind of daydreaming. Almost like with the Four of Cups, but now your past self is telling you that you're finally going to be able to move out of this, okay? It's something that you're not seeing, that because you've done a lot of soul searching, a lot of work resourcefully, maybe you've been journaling, meditating. Maybe you've just cut out people in your life that you realize is no longer giving you that emotional balance. Like you see that this is not fulfilling me emotionally, resourcefully, and I'm letting this go. Especially here with the Five of Pentacles. The rabbits are wounded, okay? It's kind of been like you've had a rough life, pile number one. You've had a lot of challenges that you've had to overcome resourcefully and emotionally, okay? And your past self is telling you that you've done a great job moving your energy out of these hurt emotions, okay? You've done a great job with honoring the flow, okay? Sometimes when we get stuck in these hurt emotions, we can't really see the golden wings, especially here, okay? It's like these golden wings, this crown of knowledge on the child is like taking that pain and using it to move your energy out of this hurt so that you can get the resources that you're looking for, the emotions, the abundance, everything that you're looking for. And you've worked a lot, pile number one, to turn that darkness into light, is what I'm seeing. Is even if it didn't necessarily benefit you at the time, you still made the right choices to move yourself out of this energy, okay? And especially with the star card here at the end, it's like you're literally dipping your toes into the water. You're feeling those emotions finally. You're allowing yourself to feel those emotions. You're almost like setting yourself free, pile number one, especially with the King of Swords, okay? You're almost setting yourself mentally free by indulging in these hurt emotions. So for a lot of you, I feel like it's you. For some of you, you realized that you were listening to your hurt emotions too much. And for some of you, it was more so you reflected on those hurt emotions. You started to say, okay, why am I feeling this way? Why exactly did this happen? And you start reflecting on everything. And that's bringing you the Ten of Cups with the Queen of Cups, okay? That's being emotionally fulfilled. You're taking your energy with the Ten of Wands and moving your energy out of this with the Three of Wands, the Star, and the King of Swords. Swords are all in the mind, so it's like you're climbing this mountain finally, and you're realigning everything, especially with this moth, okay? The King of Swords, he's rigid, he's firm, and it's almost as if you can see on his face, it's almost as if he doesn't really care what he has to do to get what he wants. But with the Star card right next to it, it's showing, especially with the Four of Cups, that you've done this reflection, that you've learned how to balance your energy with the Star card, and you're emotionally fulfilling yourself, pile number one. That's what I'm seeing with your past self. You're saying, okay, my past self has been through a lot, and you're learning to always have hope and see that other side, okay? With the Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, you're honoring the flow of these emotions, and it's kind of opening you up spiritually, okay? So let's see what the present is going to bring for you, pile number one. We'll kind of move your cards right here. We'll slip these here. And let's see what messages are meant to come in for you with your present right now. So your present, you have pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. Okay, you see that purple? It's like the flow of empathy that, and it's like almost as if you're nurtured. Like I said, some of you, this is opening up a portal for you. Like this is opening up something that's going to be so emotionally beneficial to you. All of this work that you've been putting in the past is finally in the present coming to life. And you're starting to see this open up for you, okay? You're starting to slowly see it because you've kind of nurtured that. I don't think it's ironic. There's two children here. So honestly, for a lot of you, this is giving me guidance that you've kind of healed your inner child, okay? It's not so much that you've listened to your inner child so much, it's that you've, for some of you, you know, some of us can, I've had that issue myself, listening to my emotions over, and you're realizing that's not helping. But for a lot of you, I feel like because you've kind of reflected on that hurt past, that hurt inner child, something is finally starting to open up for you in the present, okay? So let's see, though, what this card says. Freedom through faith. I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find freedom. Okay, so that's quite literally like the same kind of thing. It's like opening up for you. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. So, okay, it says, I just made that connection. I am light, okay? This matches this half moon, okay? I'm going to be so shocked if this card matches this, but you're seeing the synchronicities so far of this matching. It's almost as if now is the time that your third eye is starting to open. You're honoring all the flow of emotions. Like, it's quite literally color matching, and blue is all about that empowerment, that the flow. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God, letting that flow, the processing happen. And because you've allowed that processing to happen, you're starting to see things open up for you in the present, okay? Let's see what cards we have, though. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Luna Lapin, which is an extra card in this deck. And the Luna Lapin is all about having spiritual guidance, having a spirit guide, having universal support. This is meant for you, okay, with the Luna Lapin. We have the Three of Swords. The Milky Way. That is also an extra card. This pile number one, what you have done in the past with healing, listening to yourself, you have been healing, okay? What you are doing, what you have done in the past has opened up something for you in the present right now, okay? Like, quite literally, this is fated for you, pile number one. With the Luna Lapin and the Milky Way, the Milky Way is quite literally about becoming one of the stars, one of the rabbits on this Milky Way, and being free and feeling free as if you're one of the stars. Like, everyone dream, you know, it's like there's a candy bar named after the Milky Way. It's kind of like you're just going to be so happy. You're going to be one of the stars. You're going to feel like everything's aligning for you. Let's see, we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, that energy's starting to move, pile number one, with the Eight of Wands. That momentum, that speed, and look at all the leaves here. Okay, you're quite literally going with the Three of Wands. You had the Three of Wands up here. Right here, the Three of Wands, you're quite literally going from daydreaming about that ship to moving that energy. And I think it's intriguing that these wands have a little white flags showing that victory. Okay, and these wands, this huge wand, it's like taking, the Ace of Wands is about taking control of that energy. So because in the past you've taken control of that energy and you've kind of seen that knowledge, okay, with the leaf here, it's kind of showing that knowledge, that research, you knowing, okay. And now all of these wands have a leaf, okay? It's not just one wand, it's all of them. So it's like that message of you've opened up You've opened up your third eye spiritually, and you're starting to use those little bits of knowledge, whether this is past relationships in a new relationship, whether or not it's career, whether or not it's just emotionally, you're starting to use what you've learned in the present, and you're gonna start to see that shift happen in the Milky Way. That is the second time I've had to pull a hair off of your reading. That doesn't usually happen. That's interesting. Justice. Here's another hair. What? Okay. So you have the Justice card, which is showing that justice coming into your favor, okay, for the present. Like that balance, especially here with the sword, with the King of Swords here. It's like you're taking your mind and you're creating that balance mentally. And you're creating that justice yourself, okay? With the kind of justice weighing out, with the balancing. I can't think of what they're called right now, but it's starting to balance out for you because you've kind of moved your mind frame with the King of Swords out of this, okay? And you have the Knight of Pentacles. Like you're fine in the present, you are finally going to grab a hold of your resources. All of this healing, all of this change that you have made in the past is allowing you to open this doorway, okay? Kind of open up this portal to grab those resources. Pentacles are resources, and that's whatever you're looking to gain, whatever that person is looking to gain. So these are always general readings. So it could be, some of you could be looking for a relationship. Some of you could be looking for a career or a job. Maybe even just moving. Maybe you've been putting your mind frame about moving somewhere presently, and you've kind of finally made that choice, or you're going to be making that choice with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? You're going to move yourself to where you know you can actually get the justice you deserve and the resources that you deserve, pile number one, okay? That's what I'm seeing for you in the present right now, is mentally with the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. And I don't think it's ironic with the Justice here that the rabbit has another sword right here, okay? So he's taken his mind and he's mentally kind of started to see the other side of things in the present day, okay? You're dropping your swords, you're dropping things in your life mentally that no longer serve you. The Five of Swords is, he's kind of had his battle. These rabbits are wounded in the back and they've dropped their swords, and he's like, okay, see. And so it's like taking that power, taking that control, taking your mind frame and not letting it create that heartbreak with the Three of Swords, okay? And you have universal guidance with this, with the Luna Lapin and the Milky Way. That energy is moving with the Eight of Wands. You're using that knowledge that you've gained, like whether or not it's to start a nonprofit, whether or not it's starting a new hobby that's going to emotionally and mentally benefit you, okay? Especially with the Queen of Cups, because I know I pulled the Queen of Cups here. It's like you're looking for those emotions. You're looking in your cup for those emotions, and they're finally coming in for you, pile number one. The Knight of Pentacles, you're going to be sitting strong on your horse. Just keep seeing the other side and keep creating that justice mentally that you deserve, okay? You're moving your energy kind of away from things that no longer serve you, okay? And that's what I'm seeing for your present. Is you're right now, it's coming up that you're finally going to be able to grab a hold of those resources and move them, okay? Pile number one. And let's see for future, okay? So we have, let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world today. That is a beautiful card, and that is really interesting. You can see the rainbow flow of water, almost like the tears. Oh my goodness, it's like you releasing these emotions in the future. It's like, do you see there's like all of these waterfalls? It's kind of like steps going over the fall. I don't know if you can see that, but they're almost like steps right there, okay? And it's like it's almost like there's two here. So for some of you, it could be like to do with a love connection. Maybe someone's coming into your life presently, and that love is starting to open up and create this flow of emotional well-being and balance. So for some of you with the two here and the two boys, it's a love connection, children. Yeah, they are boys, but children. With the two children here and the two birds, I feel, especially, I think those are swallows. I could be completely wrong, but and it's almost like that universal support. And it's like, because you've done that emotional healing, you've kind of let those tears fall to water. And you got the 10 of Cups with the rainbow up here earlier, so that's reminding me with the rainbow here. It's like, because you've kind of reflected emotionally with the 10 of Cups, that rainbow is flowing, that love, the emotions. It's like literally you're going to learn how to move yourself in love, and you're going to be so happy in your future. You can literally see like these are kind of waterfalls, and it's like a divot being created, but at the same breath there's like waterfalls back here kind of erupting. Like you can see flow is just splashing up. It's like, because of all of that emotional release, energetically it's opening up, like, and you can see the rainbow. It's so beautiful. I love this card. It's like it's like literally uprooting. You have inner work. God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts toward the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage, thus I get stronger. Do you see? Oh my goodness. Okay, so the eyes don't match, but the guidance with the tears, and it's your last row. I literally feel it's like past, present, future, because you've let these emotions go, because you've released it, you've processed it, and like in your future, you are going to be able to carry yourself in love and light. It's quite literally, I see that synchronicity. When I look at this card, I literally think of all of these waves like just exploding. That energy movement, you can see they're all just splashing, and it's kind of like the same with the energy up here, okay? It's kind of creating these tides, and because of all of that inner work that you've done in your future, you are going to be able to, when darkness comes, you are going to be able to just move out of that darkness in your future, okay? When that darkness comes, you're going to be able to release it all. And when in the future, when something dark happens, you are going to find courage within that, because you finally understand spiritually that third eye's opened, okay? You finally, especially inner work, like you finally understand that the dark side to things is what also brings the light, okay? And that's also what makes you stronger as a being, okay? So let's see. We have the Judgment card, okay? Like, everyone's going to be looking up to you because you know how to carry yourself now, okay? In the future, you know how to carry yourself. Everyone's looking up to you. It's quite literally that victory flag. You're shouting from your trumpets. You're telling people like, hey, if you do X, Y, and Z, this will help you. You're kind of spreading that knowledge with the work that you've done, okay? So that judgment is like, especially, it's, yes, that judgment's coming into your favor. In your future, you're going to be happy. People are going to be looking up to you. The Two of Wands, you're literally going to be able to grab the whole world by your hands and choose. The Two of Wands is choosing between different energies. And it's like you finally understand in your future that you can quite literally grow anything you want. Okay? Instead of these little leaves, you have these, here, this is what I was looking for. Instead of like this big leaf or all these little leaves that you've kind of, now you have pretty much a tree branch on top of your wand. So it's showing that knowledge of, and that water, you have the mountains in the background. Again, you've climbed those mountains, you've moved out of those emotions, and now you can move your energy wherever you want to move it. The Devil card, you're getting out of that entrapment. Because for pile number one, I feel like there's been a lot of inner work, especially with this first row. There's been a lot of hurt emotions, and it's not necessarily, you know, we have outside sources that hurt our emotions. As things go in life, sometimes we can get stuck in those hurt emotions, and you're finally learning to move yourself out of it with the Devil card, okay? The Ace of Pentacles, again, the Knight of Pentacles, the wings with the rabbit, okay? You are literally learning that you can take your resources, you can create whatever you want with this archway, you can create those doors, okay? The wings, again, moving your energy to those resources, whatever you want in life, okay? It's like people are going to be looking at you and be like, how did they do this? How did they go from this to this? That's literally what I'm seeing with the Two of Wands, is like you're holding the world in your hands. Everyone's looking up to you. You're out of this entrapment, whether or not it's a bad job, a bad relationship, whatever's been entrapping you mentally, you're finally out of it in your future, okay? Because of all of this healing work that you've done in your past, the inner work. The Moon card, okay? It's lifting the veil, those mountains again, okay? And that moonlight is quite literally shining down on this crustacean. So it's quite literally like two coyotes howling up at the moon. You know how to lift that veil. You know how to create and use the energy of the universe with the Moon card, okay? The mountains, again, you've climbed those mountains. The Seven of Pentacles, you are going to be so happy in your future, okay? The Seven of Pentacles, Pentacles are resources, and it's like you have grown so many, and you're just quite literally watching them grow, and you're waiting for your benefits. Like, your benefits are going to keep coming into your life with the Rose, okay? It's going to just keep giving and giving because you've kind of looked at the knowledge. You've kind of picked away the dead leaves, and you've weeded your garden. You've put that hard work. You've kind of kept that. The Seven of Pentacles is also protecting what's yours. So because you've mentally moved yourself out of this, you've decided, you know, I am one of these stars on the Milky Way. I can create whatever I want, and you do, okay? In your future, you are sitting well in your resources, and you're protecting them, and you're not letting anyone bother them anymore, okay? You're going to the Queen of Swords, okay? So the Queen of Swords, in your future, so that's intriguing to me, because in your future, you're going from the King of Swords to the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords can quite literally be a little too rigid, okay? When you think of queens, not all, obviously, but He's more focused on these mountains that he's trying to climb. Okay, so he's like, nope, I'm climbing these mountains. I'm gonna get there mentally. I'm going to do what I have to do. Whereas the Queen of Swords knows how to put her mind to it, but she also knows how to do it in grace, especially with like the falcon head here on her sword. It's like she knows how to carry herself in this, and now you mentally know how to move yourself out of things with grace that you don't like. The Knight of Wands, yeah, quite literally that. You know how to move yourself out of this with grace, and you're not afraid to move your energy out of things that no longer serve you in the future with the Knight of Wands. Even though the horse is beat down, which could essentially be you, okay, even though your energy is beat down, now you know how to sit strong on those hurt emotions and move your energy out of it. Even if you are the horse and you're kind of beat down, you're like, nope, I have control of this mentally and emotionally, energetically, and I'm moving myself out of this, okay? And that is what I'm seeing for you. Pile number 1 for past, present, and future. In the future, you are definitely going to be able to choose from multiple different things because of all of this work that you've done in the past. And now in the present, you are going to start to see these benefits come to you. Okay, pile number 1. That's what I'm seeing, is that justice is coming, that energy is moving, and everyone's going to be looking up to you because they're going to see that you've pulled yourself out of this entrapment, pile number 1. And that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Give the video a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment down below if you liked the video, if something resonated. I love to hear. If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you become a part of the Arrow family. And I will see you guys on Monday with a new Thanksgiving holiday themed video. Bye, pile number 1. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. Hi, if you're new here, and welcome. Before I jump into your reading, I don't like to make my intros too long, so I thought here would be the perfect place to insert the 411 on what I'm trying to do with my channel, what my goal is, and all of that. Okay, so a lot of you don't realize that I do completely free tarot readings for the Arrow family. So if you're interested in any completely free tarot readings, personal readings, I do some 1-card pulls. I always put posts up over on my Facebook, so all you have to do is search the Straight Arrow Tarot on Facebook, and I should pop up, but if not, all of my links will be down in the description box below, okay? So go head over to Facebook and like and follow the Straight Arrow Tarot for free 1-card pulls, for free readings via request. You can message me. Everything can be kept confidential. And on top of it, when I release my Monday videos that are holiday themed for fun, I release a poll for you guys, the subscribers, to vote, okay? I like to get your feedback, so if you're interested in that, I post a poll every Monday with my holiday themed reading for my subscribers, the Arrow family, to choose Friday's video. You can also leave a comment on the poll to suggest a video, and you may see your video request pop up on the following week's poll, okay? I like to involve you guys as much as possible, so I just wanted to give you guys the 411. So if you're interested, click on the link down below, go find me on Facebook, and you can get a completely free tarot reading done by me. It can be kept personal, private, whatever, or you can comment on one of the posts and get a free card pull, whatever you want to do. I just wanted to let you guys know. So let's jump into your reading now. I've wasted enough of your time with the 411, but I wanted to let you guys know. So Welcome to your reading pile number 2. And if you chose this pile, you chose it based off your zodiac sign, and you're a Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer, or Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at your past, present, and future. So we're going to give the deck a shuffle. And your significator card is call your energy back to you. Energy, power, and depletion. We will look further in depth. So here's your past. Let's get, present and future. Okay. And I did this in the last video, the last pile. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to move these out of the way to create space for your reading. Okay, so, and then we'll pull a healing energy oracle card for your past, present, and future. What's going on for pile number 2 for past, present, and future? Okay. And we have our Luna Lapin deck. So we'll see. Call your energy back to you. So I find it intriguing that she quite literally is growing the energy from her palm, from the energy that she's sitting in. So I find that intriguing. There's the like almost rainbow nature, the butterflies, all of the pink flowers. That's interesting. Let's take a look, okay? Maybe some of you are gonna be pulling your energy back to you because you felt depleted. I'm getting that as a message, is in your past you felt depleted. It is okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based on truth. It's like that swan sitting in the water, almost as if it's you. And do you see that synchronicity right away, okay, with the flowing, the energy out of your hand in the waterfall? It's interesting. The stars, like quite literally, it matches like me. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. Interesting. Pile number 2, I right away get the feeling that you guys are very spiritually connected. You are right away spiritually connected. I'm definitely getting the overall sense that you are very spiritually connected, and I kind of feel like you always have been, and now you're kind of calling that energy back to you. That's intriguing with the Hermit card. I feel all of those, so I'm just gonna take them and let's see. Okay, so you have the Hermit card. Quite literally, like, look at that, like taking that solitude. It looks like the moon. It's like literally the synchronicities. My goodness, guys, tarot never lies. It's blowing my mind right now. Like the clouds lifting, the stars, like the orbs, like you see all of the stars. You are very spiritually, you're calling your energy back to you. You're spiritually aligned. You already know. Perception is not always based on truth. With the yeah. You're kind of isolating yourself right now to create. in your past, because this is the past. So in the past, you've isolated yourself to lift this haze, to call your energy back to you, to kind of let that flow come back to you. Yeah, you're creating that harmony again in the past. Like you've created that harmony with the, especially like the Three of Wands, and you have the King of Wands, okay? Yeah, quite literally, you know how to move your energy, pile number two. You are very spiritually connected. That is like, it's just screaming at me at this point. Like, you are very spiritually connected. You know how to move your energy, and you kind of always have, pile number two. You've always had this underlying sense of spirituality and knowing when to take solitude and move your energy and take control of it. Yeah. It's like you've always known how to get that victory. You've always been able to kind of see ahead, and you're like, you know what you want, and you put your mind, you put your energy to it. Okay, you know how energy works, and you know that you need to align energy in order for things to flow. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. So even if you like in the past have subconsciously done this without realizing it, you've always had that like deeper intuitive feeling of like, no, this isn't right for me. Like you've always been able to do that. You've always been able to ascend even when energy's kind of been depleted for you, even when the power has felt out of your control here. You've always been able to bring yourself back in the past with me. Okay, you've always been able to realize to an extent that it's not, sometimes things are out of your control, and sometimes you have to make a new waterfall. You have to kind of see a new direction, grow something new with the flowers, and you know that you hold the power to do so, okay? That's what I'm seeing for you, pile number two. I don't even think I need to pull any more cards for your past, because I quite literally see that you know you are a very spiritually aligned group. Pile number two. You know how to move your energy, especially with the lizard here and the Komodo dragon. Like, you know that balance. You wear that crown. You know how to move your energy. So in the past, like, yeah, you've always understood that it's okay. Like, people don't always have to understand you. And even when you feel like people haven't understood you in the past, you didn't care. And you just kind of took that solitude and kept working on your goals and moving your energy towards it. Yeah, the clouds lifting, the synchronicities with the moon, like the moon shining. The hermit knows how to self-reflect, take that solitude, realign their energy, and it's like quite literally you have that lantern, and it's, yeah. Good for you, pile number two. Takes a lot of people to get there, okay? So I do see that you are very spiritually enlightened. Whether, like I said, whether or not you've realized this in the past, okay? You could have done this subconsciously, but you've always, in a sense, put your energy above other people's. Rightfully so, because in life, it's our energy that we have to protect, because energy can come from all different directions, but unless we choose to move our energy, unless we choose to protect our energy, it's kind of one of those things. So, yeah, you've always understood this. You've always kind of understood, like, you know, you've always understood how to like realign the stars to make your energy flow. And I think that's why you have all of the stars. Like you've always known how to bring your energy back to you, pile number two. With even if you didn't realize it, when you think of past scenarios, okay, you've kind of known how to pull your energy away from things. Like even if it's a job in the past that you're like, well, how did that work out? I wound up losing that job. Well, you don't realize that because you lost that job, you chose to move your energy out of it, that things open up for you, okay? So whatever this is for you, okay, you've always known how to, like, whether or not it's a past hurt out of a relationship that maybe this past hurt is what kind of really showed you to protect your energy. That could be a thing for you. Even maybe this past relationship has hurt you so much that you've had to call your energy back to you. And like I say, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be a friendship that maybe it was a toxic friendship and you're constantly giving to this friend and you're like, okay, I keep giving to this friend, but no matter how much I try to help this friend, there's always something wrong. Like, and that's very real. I've had friends like that where I can keep helping them and they only want to see the negative outlook on things. So then you almost feel like your energy that you're using to help them is kind of depleting you, okay? So that could be something, okay? Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a spouse's family, whatever resonates with you, but you've always known how to carry your energy, pile number two, and good for you, rightfully so, because it is okay to be misunderstood and perception is not always based on truth. We see that in everyday life. We all have different perceptions. That doesn't mean it's true, right? So yeah, let's see now, pile number two, what's going to be happening for you in the present. And I honestly feel like these cards fell out for your present because I don't need any more guidance here. You know how to carry your energy, and you always have. That's what I'm seeing. So we have pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. It's interesting. I pulled that for pile number one. So if you were quite literally in the same spot. So if you were drawn to pile number one or your zodiac sign is in pile number one, maybe you can get more clarification through pile number one with this card, but I'm not sure because the message right away is not tying in, but it is completely up to you. Sometimes you can get more details and clarifications through other readings like that. I've done that. So let's see. Being true. Yeah. Didn't I tell you, pile number two? You know how to be true to yourself. Okay, being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or improve anything. I replace shame with power of love and truth. Okay, that waterfall, that synchronicity, like quite literally in your present, pile number two, pile number two, because you've always known how to carry this energy and this flow, you've always kind of realized there's a deeper meaning to things, okay? You quite literally see that waterfall opening something up for you. You're quite literally going from this like, oh, I see this opening. I can move my energy there. I see it. And you are starting to pour, okay, your energy into this. And it's quite literally opening up a rainbow for you. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like an orb there that's literally a rainbow. So it's like the stars aligning and pouring that knowledge that you know, like, that is beautiful. Your reading is making me so happy, pile number 2. You have the Queen of Pentacles for your present. So yeah, you're going to be able to grab a hold of those resources. Pentacles are resources. Whatever you're looking to gain, that love, the job, whether or not you're trying to decide to move, whether or not you're applying for a university, maybe, you know, you're changing courses. Maybe the last course you were taking wasn't emotionally fulfilling you. It wasn't giving you what you wanted energetically, and it was depleting you. The Queen of Pentacles is like taking your resources and grabbing a hold of them, okay? So with the Queen of Pentacles here, in the present, you are going to be, because you've kind of always known how to move your energy, you're going to start to pull yourself close here. And with the purple, I don't think that's ironic. Purple is like winning, okay? It's like a victory and using your emotions to create that victory. So it's quite literally like creating that portal, that opening here. You're pulling your energy closer to you and you're being true to yourself and you're going to move, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, you're moving your resources out of this. The Hierophant. See the dual nature. That's intriguing. You see the 2 keys here too. The Hierophant is all about learning and reflection, okay? So maybe some of you have always kind of had this, you've always been moving yourself to spiritually learn and move your energy, okay? And I think it's interesting with the 2 rabbits and the 2 children. So I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be a connection coming in. Let's see. Or this could be you teaching other people in the present day, okay? Because like the world is chaotic right now. A lot of people are struggling. So this could literally be you holding the key and the knowledge. It could be you moving yourself to kind of teach people the secret of like moving your energy. It could be nonprofit. Maybe there's an issue in your hometown or in your country or something. Could be a humanitarian crisis. It could be anything. But it could be you teaching people. It could be people looking up to you because you've created this nonprofit and you're kind of like, nope, this is what we're gonna do. I know how to create this. With the Queen of Pentacles, okay? The Ace of Wands, moving your energy to create that castle, okay? There's a castle in the background and you're creating it. Like using the knowledge, the leaves from the tree. And it's interesting, you see a bunch of knots in this tree, okay? And when you think of knots in trees, when you see them, they're like really, usually trees when they have giant knots in them like that, they're very old. Those roots are rooted, okay? So this knowledge is not something new to you, is what I'm seeing in your present day with the Hierophant. It's not something that's new to you. You know how to move your energy with the Ace of Wands, the Five of Swords. In the present day, you're not mentally seeing it though. With the Five of Swords, even though you've done so much work and you've known how to carry your energy, you're not seeing it with the Five of Swords, okay? Mentally, the swords are all in the mind. So mentally, you're beat down and you're trying to grab a hold mentally of what to do, okay? That's what I'm seeing. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, and you have the Strength card. That's beautiful with the infinity symbol. That's beautiful. The Four of Pentacles especially with the Queen of Pentacles, is maybe some of you are kind of afraid that your resources are not always going to be there with the Queen of Pentacles. And this squirrel is kind of showing me that knowledge, the intuition, having the universal guidance and support. And it's like with the Four of Pentacles, whatever, Pentacles are resources. So as always, these are general readings. So whatever you're looking to gain resourcefully, you are going to, and you're going to be able to protect it, okay? The bunny is quite literally standing on the other three pentacles, like these are mine. And he's holding this fourth pentacle, protecting it, okay? The Four of Pentacles is having your resources and knowing how to protect it. And for some of you, I see that you do mentally know how to do this, okay? But for some of you right now, maybe you're going through a hard time and you can't mentally see it with the Five of Swords, okay? You don't mentally see that your resources are going to be protected. Maybe right now you don't have a job and you're going to grab a hold of a job with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Because you've learned how to move your energy. You've learned how to like carry yourself with the Ace of Wands. You've learned with the Hierophant. You have that goal in mind with the Castle. So for some of you, it's like you're not able to see it because you're kind of, with the Four of Pentacles, it's like you're looking to protect those resources with the Queen of Pentacles. And with the Strength card here, it's showing me that you're having the strength to pull out of this, okay? You have the universal strength you always have. So you're mentally going to be finally able to pull yourself out of it with the Five of Swords. Like I said, some of you can't see that this is coming, but for a lot of you, I feel like you've been kind of aligning your resources with the Hierophant here. You've been kind of putting these things into place, and you're almost wondering, is this going to give back to me though? Like, I've been putting this effort in with the Strength card. I keep making these steps. The Hierophant, I keep learning new things, taking what I'm learning and applying it, but is this going to happen? And yes, okay, with the Four of Pentacles, whatever you're looking to gain resourcefully is going to be protected. Whether or not it's a relationship, maybe some of you are looking for learning within a relationship, resources within a relationship, okay? And because you have been able to be true to yourself, me being true energy, because you've been able with the Hermit card to take that solitude and kind of know you are the King of Wands with your energy, you are going to be able to grab a hold of this resourcefully in your present day, okay? Pile number 2, that's what I'm seeing for you for your present day. It's that energy is finally opening up for you because you've been able to pull yourself close and realize that even though sometimes you're misunderstood, you do deserve love. So maybe it's been a loss. Maybe you've had to move away from a relationship and you're in this pain and you almost can't see it with the Five of Swords, that because you've moved away from this and grabbed a hold of your resources and been like, no, this is what I deserve with the Hierophant, you're going to be able to grab a hold of that with the Five of Swords. You're mentally not seeing it right now because you've been through quite a bit of hurt with the wounded bunnies here. You've kind of had to keep your mind on guard. But with the Four of Pentacles and the Strength card, you are coming out of this, okay? Pile number 2, you will be coming out of this in present day. That energy is moving. So let's see in your future. Let go of the past. It is time to envision a new story. Yeah. Because of that knowledge. Sorry, I right away wanted to bring up the lily pads and the flowers, and it's like showing that knowledge. She's like quite literally walking on the water instead of bathing in the water. It's like that swan here, like floating. You're white, okay? Because of that knowledge, because you've kind of opened these doors, that energy is starting to flow into your life. Serenity. Through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. That green, again. It's interesting. That's almost like aligning with the pillar here. So I wonder if that's going to be like a new structure in your future. I wonder if in present day you are going to have to protect your resources. Let go of the past. It is time to envision a new story. Yeah, like moving your energy with the Ace of Wands, you've learned. So you're like quite literally moving your energy out of this that no longer serves you, to protect your resources, to find that strength and to protect your resources is what I'm seeing. Place that right there for now. I remain brave in the face of fear. So I wonder if some of you, your guidance is to call your energy back to you and let go of the past because it's depleting you, pulling yourself close in present day. Okay, so for some of you, that could be a message. Maybe some of you this whole time has been like, what are you talking about? I'm not. So for some of you, it's like pulling that energy back to you. Okay, some of you know how to do this with the Hierophant and the Hermit. I feel like a lot of you know how to do this. Sorry, I thought I just heard someone knock on my door, but some of you guys know how to do this, but your guidance is to kind of pull yourself out of this with the Strength card, okay? So maybe some of you are kind of being beat down present day, and your guidance is to grab a hold of your resources and be true to yourself, move your energy and learn to create a new path, okay? Learn and move your energy away from this broken mind frame. For some of you, put yourself first, okay? Be true to yourself and pull yourself close because you are deserving of love. And when you do that, that's going to open up for you, okay? Let's see. The World card. The red? Okay, I was going to say, I seen it. Maybe it was in the other. I thought the red in the, because I see the red here. I must be mistaken. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe it was the purple flowers, the purple. So you literally have that like victory and that empathy, that loving flow coming into your life, okay? And that universal support. You're quite literally holding that wand. The world is going to be yours in the future. The Seven of Cups, it's going to be so emotionally fulfilling to you. It's going to feel illusionary. Okay, the Seven of Cups is quite literally daydreaming about whatever you want. The Hanged Man. The Nine of Swords. The Tower card. Interesting. Do you see the two bunnies falling in the waves? And you have the Two of Pentacles. It's like balancing. That rabbit's like literally balancing these two pentacles, almost using it as a treadmill, like running. In your future, okay, what I'm seeing is your future is showing you that you've moved out of this pain because of learning. Because of learning and being true to yourself, pulling yourself close, letting go of the past and finding that serenity, you are going to be so emotionally fulfilled with the World card and the Seven of Cups, okay? It's going to feel illusionary almost, but what you don't understand is it's bringing you out of this stuck, okay, and this heartbreak. And what you're not seeing is in the future, there is going to be an event here with the Tower card that realigns everything and lets you start to balance this out, okay? This energy, the resources are going to start to balance out, okay? With the two rabbits falling and that emotional well-being, the Seven of Cups, it's like almost so emotionally fulfilled that you almost feel illusionary in it, okay? With the Seven of Cups. So that is what I'm seeing for you, is in the future there's going to be a changing event, okay, that brings on this happiness, the Seven of Cups, like, because you've learned. So it's kind of like your energy is going from being stuck and kind of not mentally seeing the other side of things and feeling heartbroken because of this Tower card. And when this Tower card happens, that's what's going to be able to let you protect your resources, to balance them out, and to find that strength, okay? Pile number 2, that's what I'm seeing for you. What is this Tower card, though? Can I have some guidance? Is the Tower card energy coming in and out of their life? What is the Tower card, please? The Knight of Swords. And the Lover's card. Because you've mentally been able to realign your energy. Like I said, a lot of you, I feel like you've always kind of known that you can realign energy. You can take that solitude. You can move your energy with the Three of Wands, the King of Wands. A lot of you, I feel like you are very spiritually enlightened with the Hierophant, okay? You know how to move your mind frame, move your resources. And especially here with the Tower card, I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be a choice that you personally make. It's not going to be something that happens, but in the future there is going to be something that is presented to you, or an opportunity, maybe a relationship, friendship, and this is going to be the catalyst that brings you out of this stuck energy, the Nine of Swords, of that heartbreak, not seeing the other side, especially here with the Knight of Swords, okay? When I asked what this Tower card is, and the Two of Pentacles is balancing something out resourcefully, whether that's a job, love, a friendship. Like I always say, pentacles are resources, so whatever you are looking to gain, okay? But with the Knight of Swords, it's showing that you're taking that mental mind frame, you're getting on your horse, and you're creating what you want, okay? Quite literally with the Lover's card. The Lover's card is the card of choice, so for some of you it could be a connection coming in to help you, but for most of you, I feel it is you putting your mind frame to something with this Tower card. You might not even know what it is yet, you know? That's the present day, is right now you're grabbing a hold of your resources and you're learning. You're learning how to move your energy and not see the kind of you're learning to see the other side of things in order to protect those resources and find the strength to move out of this. And for your future, you are going to, pile number 2, you're going to get out of this stuck energy. You're going to get out of the hurt with the 5 of Swords, and you are going to create that change with the Tower card, okay? You are mentally putting your mind to something, and you are going to start to balance out and make that choice. Pile number 2, with the 2 of Pentacles, you're going to be able to choose between resources when this Tower card hits, okay? Maybe it's a new job opportunity. Maybe you're going to be presented a new job opportunity. And you're going to have to mentally choose, okay? And that's that choice. When you choose, you're going to be happy with the Lovers card. And that is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. If you liked the video, if you resonated with the reading, give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and let me know. I love hearing from you guys. I love to hear your experiences, and if something did resonate, and also if it didn't. I also like to know because it helps me grow. And if you're new here, consider joining the Arrow family so you don't miss Monday's Thanksgiving video. We have new holiday themed videos every single Monday, and I will see you guys on Monday. Bye, Arrows. Hi, pile number 3. Now, before we start your reading, I wanted to give a quick 411 really quick. I don't like to make my intros too long, so I just want to give a 411 to all of you guys watching of what my whole goal is, what I'm trying to do, and how this whole thing works, okay? So I do readings for you guys over on my Facebook page. So if you are unaware, I do completely free tarot readings over on my Facebook page. The link will be down in the description box below if you're interested, because I feel a lot of you guys don't realize when you watch that I do completely free tarot readings for the Arrow family, okay? I don't take donations. If you head over to my Facebook page, I do free 1-card pulls. I'm constantly posting about random 1-card pulls when I'm available for free readings. Free readings are available always via request. You can message me if you want to keep it private, okay? I have no issues with that. So if you want to message me over on Facebook, just type in the Straight Arrow Tarot for your free reading and I should pop up. But like I said, if not, the links will be down in the description box below. So go like and follow my Facebook page so you can get free readings. And then on top of that, when I release my new videos on Monday, the holiday themed videos, I also release a poll for my subscribers in the Arrow family to go vote, okay? So go look out for my posts every Monday and you can vote for Friday's video. I like to include my subscribers as much as possible, so I create content that you guys want to see. And if you don't see something on the poll that you would like to see a video on, you can also leave a comment on the poll and you may see that option on next week's poll, okay? So I just wanted to give you guys the 411 really quickly, and we are going to jump into your reading. I've already wasted enough time, so let's get started. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this pile, then you chose it based off your zodiac sign, and you're a Pisces, Aries, Leo, or Taurus. Welcome to your reading. Or you chose it based off your intuition and you were drawn to this card that says, just let me be. Liberation, free spirit, wild and authentic. And it's interesting because the last pile's card was kind of like this, and it kind of gives me the same kind of idea. But what is different about this card is the different the bees are almost like lifting up her hair. And when you think of bees, they like to pollinate things to kind of make it bloom with all of the flowers down here. There's the white around her eyes, and like quite literally growing these flowers from her head. Like the so when you think of bees pollinating, it's almost as if maybe you are learning that liberation. But let's see. Okay, we're going to pull a healing. Whoa, that one fell out, so that's definitely meant for you for the first one. Okay, so this is your past. We'll get a present. Whoa, present, and looks like those two wanted to pop right out. So this will be your present and this will be your future. Okay, and I'm going to I usually don't do this, but I'm going to move these out of the way so we have room for your reading. And we'll create some space. Okay, and then we'll pull some healing energy. Whoa, okay, so that's your past, present, and can I have guidance for pile number 3, the future? And future. Okay. So you have be true to who you are. Fear will not stop you from shining. So right away, I think of the bees in this card, and I think of the little like sparkles here. So I kind of think of pollinating, being true to who you are. Fear will not stop you from shining. Liberation, free spirit, authentic, just let me be. You have unconditional love. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I'm aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. Okay, whoops. Sorry, I bumped into the table. So I feel like in your past, pile number 3, you've had to forgive a lot. You've kind of had to keep opening that up for yourself. And you've kind of had to forgive a lot, especially with the just let me be. You've had to forgive, and sometimes that can turn into fear. Because you've kind of had to keep forgiving. You've kind of had to hold yourself in that unconditional love because of this hurt. You've kind of had to keep yourself from resenting others, is what I'm seeing. Liberation, free spirit, authentic, unconditional love. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I see the pure child in everyone. Yeah, you've had to practice a lot of forgiving in your life, pile number 3. You've had to forgive a lot in your past, is the message I'm getting right away. The unconditional love is you've kind of had to find that love within you for that forgiveness. You've had a lot of hurt in your past, pile number 3, and that is coming across right away. You have a lot of hurt. And now what I'm seeing, what comes to mind, and it's intriguing because there's a little purple spider. Okay, I don't know if you can see him, but he's like a little purple spider down there. What does the tattoo say? There's a tattoo. It says something divine. Something about divine and destiny. It's in cursive. It's hard for me to see, but it says something about seeking divine, something. will set your destiny. I'm not sure, but it has something about divine and destiny. Okay, so when I think of bees, I think of when I think of all this, you've almost kind of had to pollinate yourself. Like, not to sound weird, I know that, like, what do you mean pollinate myself, Alicia? So what you've been having to do is kind of push. In the past, you've kind of had to push yourself aside, is what I'm feeling, okay? You've kind of had to push yourself aside, and you've kind of had to forgive a lot. And it's been out of your control, okay? With all of the bees pollinating these flowers, and it says, just let me be, like, quite literally. So it's like you're ready for that unconditional love. You're ready to kind of, yeah, let go of that resentment, that hurt in your past. There's been a lot of hurt and resentment created for you, pile number 3, and I'm so sorry about that. I see the pure child in everyone, and practice forgiveness. So you've had to forgive a lot, pile number 3, okay? And I feel like your liberation, let's see, okay? The 6 of Swords. Yeah. That's all in the mind. Swords are in the mind. So you have the 6 of Swords. You have the Fool. That's interesting. You have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, okay. Let's see what else, though. We have the High Priestess. It's interesting with these pillars, okay, because those are like the pillars of justice. The balance. You have the 9 of Cups. And you have an extra card in this deck, which is the Milky Way. So that's nice. My alarm just went off too when I pulled that card. So I feel like that is a sign. Maybe there's, because of this past hurt, you're going to be having an opportunity come in for you with the 9 of Cups and the Milky Way. So the Milky Way in this deck is an extra card, and it's ironic my alarm went off when I pulled this card, because it's like being an extra star on the Milky Way. It's being one of those stars, being so happy on the Milky Way. You're enlightened, especially with the High Priestess here, okay? The High Priestess is kind of that mystery. So what you're not seeing is, because of all of this wrongdoing, because with the 6 of Swords, it's all about sending away a mental mind frame. You've constantly had to keep sending this away, and you've constantly had to keep trying to create this new beginning. And with this Fool card in particular, sometimes you can have a Fool card where they're taking the leap and they're happy, they're free, they're embracing this change, whereas in this Fool card, he's just like, his bags are packed and he's kind of just like blindly walking off the cliff. Like, he's got that universal support with the white dog. So it's kind of like, you're not mentally, the past has created so much hurt mentally that you keep trying to make this new beginning, okay? You keep trying to take this next step, you keep trying to make this new beginning, and with the Queen of Swords, you're trying to put your mind frame into this. And what you're not seeing is, rightfully so, because you have been true to who you are, you haven't had the outside energy really bring you down. You've still found that liberation, and you're kind of, in your past, you've learned that you can't control what other people do. okay? So when I see just let me be, it's kind of like you are ready for this new beginning. You're ready for all of this pain to transform into light, okay? Um, Especially here, it says, I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. So it's like the idea of like, because you've had to go and had to endure so much, you don't like to cause that to other people. So you will keep like almost blindly taking that new beginning. You keep trying to put your mind frame to it with the Queen of Swords. And with the High Priestess, it's like that veil is going to be lifted. You're not seeing that veil is going to be lifted because you have the Nine of Cups right under the Fool card here, which is showing me that you keep starting these new beginnings and almost hoping that it's going to be this like the Nine of Cups is like this happiness, like you're like, oh, this is going to be it, this is going to create the happily ever after, and you keep waiting for it. With the Milky Way, you keep waiting. You're like, I've been through a lot of pain, I keep realigning things, I'm trying not to let this energy get to me, to be true to who you are. You're trying to not let fear stop you from shining. Especially with this Milky Way card, you keep trying to realign everything mentally, emotionally with the Nine of Cups, okay? And with the Milky Way card, your guidance is that is going to happen for you. It's kind of because you've learned from the pain that has been caused to you. Okay, you've learned that unconditional love in your past from all of this pain, pile number 3. And I'm so sorry you had to go through this pain, but the pain is what pollinated these flowers. The pain is what sent you on this path, okay? So it's like, you're aware that suffering can cause distress. So you also know from the pain that you've been in previously in your past that you know that if you stay in this pain body, it's going to continue to cause you suffering and distress. So you're kind of just trying to send away this mental mind frame in the past, and you keep trying to create these new beginnings. So let's see what's coming in for the future, or for the present, I'm sorry, pile number 3. So let's see, what is your present going to bring you? Because if you have the Milky Way right here, I mean, at the end of your past, it's kind of intriguing me to see what your present is going to bring you. So you have speak to yourself with kindness, become aware of how you speak to yourself. Do you see the mushrooms growing? Like the flowers, and now you're going from, so for some of you, I wonder if it's going to be a connection coming in, because you see there's this purple spider here, and then there's also these purple butterflies. It's almost the same exact color. It's like growing this. When I think of flowers, it's like intuition. It's the magic of nature. But when you think of mushrooms, it's like, you know, it's seeing that dark side, you know, because mushrooms are a fungus. So it's kind of like seeing that dark side and knowing that pain is what causes those flowers and the knowledge to bloom, okay? Especially here, you have the unicorn in white with the butterfly wings, and you're in white, and there's like, it's, you see the sparkles around the unicorn, it's like transforming, and now those sparkles are like you, and the sun is shining, and you're looking, it's almost as if you're applying that knowledge from that pain, okay? There's been a lot of pain, and you're applying that knowledge from that pain. You're becoming aware of how you speak to yourself in present day, pile number 3. Says, I am light. I always have hope, no matter the ordeal. I have faith in the better future. I turn darkness into light. I open my heart to others and to God. and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. That orange color, that yellow, it's like this is opening up for you present day, okay? Because you've turned your darkness into light. You've turned that pain. You've almost been the bee and you've pollinated that pain. And I don't think that's ironic why she has like the bees lifting up her hair. It's like each one of these things have been a pain to you. You've had a lot of pain and you've had to like kind of pollinate that and realign and kind of use your intuition is what I'm seeing. Yeah. I have hope no matter the ordeal. So it's like because of all this pain, you know you've moved through this pain prior. So in present day, you're going to be able to move through this pain a lot more gracefully. I feel like some of you could have this pain entrapping you a little bit right now. And that veil is going to be lifted with the High Priestess. Maybe some of you are quite literally feeling like, just let me be. Like, you're just over everything. You're just let me be. But you don't realize that this pain is what's kind of opening up everything for you, okay? So let's see what your tarot cards are, though. The Devil card, literally that entrapment. Okay, you're in present day, you are being the light and you are coming out of that entrapment, okay? The Queen of Wands. You have the Three of Swords. You have the King of Swords. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. That is beautiful. Okay, so what I'm seeing right away, that is beautiful to see. So what I'm seeing, pile number 3, is because you've learned to move yourself out of this entrapment right here with the Devil card. Maybe it's your childhood. Maybe something happened to you in childhood. It could even not be childhood. I don't really get the sense of childhood for a lot of you. I kind of feel like it's this pain that's been brought on to you throughout your life. Maybe someone broke your heart with the Three of Swords, and it's kind of kept you entrapped because you don't understand why this pain happened. You don't understand why this pain keeps happening. You've always been able to move yourself out of this pain, pile number 3, but in present day, you are really, and good for you, okay? Good for you, pile number 3, because in present day, you are really learning that when you speak to yourself in kindness and you become aware of how you speak to yourself, you become aware that you are a being of light, right? So you become aware that when you have these dark thoughts, it entraps you. But when you have these light thoughts, you can move your energy with the Queen of Wands, okay? That's what I'm seeing for you. With the Queen of Wands here, the Queen of Wands is all about moving her energy, and she does it in a graceful way. She's strong in her energy, but she also knows how to move it. And especially with the sunflower here, it's like that knowledge with the flowers here. It's like all of this pain has created this knowledge for you to learn how to move your energy. Okay, pile number 3. And I quite literally think I don't think it's ironic. I always say ironic, but you're quite literally going from the Fool card, excuse me, with the little white, almost like innocent, you know, like that pure innocence. When you think of white, you think of pure innocence. You have that universal support, but in your present day, you are going to realize that that universal support you actually have control over. And as you learn to carry yourself in this light and to speak to yourself with this kindness, to move yourself out of the entrapment, to draw the light to you, you're quite literally gonna shift from like being purely innocent and like trying to take these new leaps mentally with the Queen of Swords, okay? Because the Queen of Swords can kind of do things emotionally sometimes. So it's intriguing to me because the King of Swords, he makes his decision and he's stern with it and he doesn't really care about the repercussions, okay? He's like, nope, this is my energy, this is what I'm doing. And he can almost be rigid in the way that this is what's going, where the Queen of Swords can say, okay, well, this isn't benefiting X, Y, and Z, but the King of Swords doesn't care if it's not benefiting X, Y, and Z. The King of Swords is like, this is what needs to be done, though, for the better good. And that's kind of what you're learning to do. You're quite literally going from this innocent, like, oh, well, let me try this, to like, you now know with the black cat. The black cat is like, a lot of people think of black cats as bad luck, like, but if you're into tarot, you know spirituality, you know that is farther from the truth. Black cats are actually one of the most positive signs from the universe that you can have, okay? So it's like you're learning how to listen to the universe. You're learning how to listen to yourself. You're learning how to carry yourself in that empathy, so that you can move your energy with the knowledge and move yourself out of this mental heartbreak with the Three of Swords. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you are going to be so well fulfilled in your resources, okay? So whatever it is that you feel is kind of draining you right now, pentacles and resources are whatever you are looking to create. So that's whether or not you're looking for a new job, a relationship, maybe a relationship has been kind of entrapping you recently, or maybe a job has been entrapping you and you've kind of sensed that you deserve better. So you're going to learn how to move yourself out of this entrapment and this broken kind of mind frame. This, like, it's causing so much hurt with the Three of Swords. It's like, you're this wounded rabbit, you know, and you're kind of like, okay, I'm sick of, especially with the Three Swords, I kind of feel like what I was saying earlier is you've been through a lot of pain. You've kind of learned how to turn that darkness into light, okay? And when you, because of you learning this present day, you're moving yourself out of this entrapment, okay? And you are going to sit well in your resources, the love, the abundance, whether or not it's leaving a job and getting a new one, whether or not it's knowing what you deserve. And with the two white birds here, it's like, I think it's quite literally heartwarming to me that you go from a white spirit guide animal, the white universal support, to the black, which is knowing how the universe and energies kind of flow together and realizing that, especially with the Komodo dragon back here, okay? So it's like you're learning that your energy, your mind frame, everything affects these resources, okay? And you're learning to carry yourself in light. You're learning that how you speak to yourself is quite literally what manifests this for you, okay? With the Queen of Wands. And with the two white birds here, for some of you, it could be a love connection finally coming through. It could be you're finally getting the rights that you deserve. And with this bunny, she's wearing her pearls, like she's happy. The snail is here. So maybe for some of you, it's literally felt like a slow race. You're just like, when am I getting here? And you're getting there, okay? Slow and steady wins the race, and you're going to be looking at all your resources present day, this is going to be coming in for you soon, okay? You're going to look at your resources because you've moved yourself out of this entrapment. There's this entrapment, pile number 3, that you are moving yourself out of with the Devil card, okay? And you're going to with the 9 of Pentacles. You're going to sit well with your resources, with your love, with your abundance. You're having that universal support. Instead of having to like kind of move this energy yourself, now this energy and these resources are going to flow purely, okay? So let's see now what is going to be brought into your future for you, pile number 3. We have you are wanted. There is a home waiting within. Do you see? It's like quite literally like you learning to carry yourself in this light and love will be able to shelter you from this, okay? And you're learning that you are a wanted being, and you have to give your energy to the people that aren't going to entrap you, or the things that aren't going to. Like I said, whether it's a job, a friendship, yeah. Freedom. I release my wounds, create doubt. I release my wounds, create doubt, resentment, and guilt. So I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. Like quite literally transforming a new world for you. Look at that. That is beautiful. And I like quite literally immediately made that connection. It's like you're going from you are literally going from like looking at the sun, transforming, because when you think of the sun card, it's like this new beginning, this transformation, you feeling the sunshine on you, being happy, and it's quite literally like that sun is you're going from looking at it to feeling the rays, to being the light, and then you are literally transforming this into freedom in your future. That is beautiful. I find peace within my heart. I cast off. Yeah, you've had so much pain, and you've been trying to be true to yourself. You've just had a lot of pain in your life, pile number 3. I can sense that right away. Like you've had a lot of pain, and you're trying to move yourself out of this, but sometimes, you know, the darkness overtakes it, and you kind of feel like you're working on that present day, okay? You're moving out of this entrapment, present day, pile number 3, and that's what I'm seeing. So when we look at your future, let's see what your future holds, because you're moving out of this entrapment. You're learning how to not have this mental heartbreak, and you're mentally taking yourself out of it with the King of Swords. You're climbing these mountains. So let's see. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the Chariot. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Cups. And we have the 5 of Swords. And last but not least, let's see, we have the 7 of Wands. Okay. So, pile number 3, I love your future. I can say that right away. So, because you've kind of released this, especially with the 4 of Swords, mentally, okay? Swords are all in the mind, and you can see these cracks up the wall. That's that pain that you've had to keep enduring, okay? You've had to keep enduring this pain. And now you're mentally going to be able to relax, okay? In your future, you are finding that home. You are finding that freedom. The Four of Swords is like that mental rest and relaxation. You have the two horses down here. He's hung his swords up. He's relaxing. He's kind of beat down, but he's taking his nap, okay? I feel like you finally found your home. The Chariot is about that energy moving at full speed and momentum. Because you've put your mind frame to this, okay, and you're present, you're putting your mind frame to something and you're moving it towards something resourcefully with the Nine of Pentacles. And because you've done that, in your future, you're going to be able to rest and relax. Even though there's cracks that may appear sometimes, that energy is going to keep moving, okay? And it's going to be, especially here with the two pillars, I feel for you, pile number 3, because of the pain you've endured, it's kind of going to be an ongoing process for you to choose between light and dark, okay? For you to choose to continue to move your energy in this light, and continue to practice this freedom, to continue to create this home. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's showing me that, especially coming off of the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So the Nine of Pentacles is sitting well in their resources and looking at them. She's just like, look at what I've created, you know? And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's showing that you're now able to, in your future, protect these resources, okay? You've grown these, you've worked hard with the rabbit, he's stern, and maybe some of you have had to protect these and kind of stay safeguarded, but because of you doing that, especially with the rose here, because of you doing that, you are going to reap the rewards, okay? And you're going to be emotionally fulfilled with the Two of Cups, okay? So for some of you, the Two of Cups could be a love, resources, or whatever you're looking to gain. So in your future, if you're looking to gain a new job, if you're looking to gain a new relationship, maybe you're just looking for a friend, you know, and you've had troubles finding that friend, okay? The Seven of Pentacles is like, because you've worked and you've kind of, created this own home and practiced that freedom of releasing the pain from those wounds that are creating that doubt within you, you're resting and relaxing your mind, and that energy is going to finally start to pick up and move. You're going to be able to protect your resources. And with the Two of Cups, it could quite literally be cups are emotional connections. So for some of you, it could be a partner coming in, a love coming in for you. For some of you, it could be a new job opportunity that's going to emotionally fulfill you. Okay, the Two of Cups is about a union that's emotionally fulfilling to you, okay? So in your future, you're going to have someone come into your life that's going to emotionally benefit you. And as I tell everyone, this could be a stranger. It could be someone at a gas station that just tells you about a job, and then you apply to that job and that connection comes in, you get the job, and it moves you out of that Five of Swords, okay? That mental restriction and feeling like that energy is coming at you all over the place, okay? Because the Seven of Wands is feeling like this energy is like all over the place, and you're finally going to be able to see that it's not all over the place. This Two of Cups is going to bring you out of this mental mind frame, like, and that energy is going to finally calm down with the Seven of Wands, especially here, okay? Because I wanted to look. Where is it? I thought I pulled, maybe not. I thought I pulled for you guys no, it must have been, I do so many readings sometimes. Oh no, it's right here. Wow. I was like, I knew I pulled the Five of Swords. So it's like not seeing the other side mentally. So because you've been kind of always had something coming at you. It could be outside mental. Maybe someone's been mentally manipulating you for years. Whatever resonates with you, but it's more so of this. You've mentally had to realign and be like, no, this is mine. And you've had to combat all of these energies. That's why I say it's pain that you've went through in your life. And you're finally going to be able to drop those swords mentally. You're not going to feel like this energy is coming at you. Because when you look at the Seven of Wands, it's not so much the energy. You don't see rabbits attached to these wands. So it's almost as if like you're finally going to feel like you don't care if other energy comes at you, because mentally with the Five of Swords, if it does come at you, you're going to be able to like have that freedom to not let it continue to mentally constrict you. Pile number 3 is what I'm seeing, is you're finally in your future going to have that freedom to not let this pain kind of mentally constrict you anymore. Okay, you're moving yourself into that light, out of the entrapment, present day. Okay, you are quite literally, even if you don't realize it right now, pile number 3, each step that you're taking, especially with this Milky Way, this Fool card, the new beginning, each new beginning that you try, you don't realize, even if they failed, it's kind of bringing you closer to that, okay? With the Milky Way, it's bringing you closer and closer to getting out of this entrapment. And that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3, is you are moving out of this. You are going to have that freedom, the mental relaxation in your future. That energy is moving, okay? And there is going to be some sort of emotionally beneficial connection coming into your life, especially with the Lion and the 2 wings. It's like it's faded for you. Yeah. And I'm almost wondering, because these rabbits are two completely different colors. Obviously they're still white, but I'm kind of wondering if it's going to feel like night and day to you. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be this like whole new, like, it's going to be something new for you, maybe, for some of you, okay? And it's going to be this energy, this emotional fulfillment that you're not really used to. It's bringing you out of that darkness and seeing the light. And that's what I'm seeing for you at pile number 3. I hope that you liked your reading. And if you did, give the video a thumbs up. It does greatly help me. Let me know down in the comment section below whether or not something resonated with you. I love hearing from you guys. And also make sure that you look out for my video Monday. I have a new Thanksgiving themed video coming out Monday, which I'm excited about. So make sure, if you're not subscribed, you join the Arrow family by hitting that subscribe button down below. Make sure you check out my Facebook if you want any free readings, and I will see you all Monday. My brain went blank for a minute, but I will see you guys all on Monday. Bye, guys.